welcome to Mental Health. It's Sunday, and I'm doing the interview on the day today. I'm a little bit late, but it's going to get out there on the day it's supposed to, so that's a good thing. Today, I'm here with a band from London, Ontario. Was it Forest City or whatever they call that? Kavara. Did I say that name right? That's everybody here. Kavara?
Yeah,
Kavara,
there it is.
Kavara.
Kavara.
Okay, all right. Right.
Yeah.
Close, you know. All right. This is the first time with everyone. You're packed in there like sardines. Just say hello. Serena, say hello.
Hi.
Hi, Serena. Chris.
What's up?
Yeah. Mike.
Hi.
Hey. And Spinny.
Yo.
And of course, you can't forget Steve Cummer.
How you doing?
I saved coming for last, and here we are. We're doing an interview now. So basically how I found you was you submitted a video to New Music Nation, and I'm the metal guy for that. And I needed an interview for this Sunday, so I got in contact, and now we're here. But this is the first time doing an interview with the whole band.
Is it?
Yeah, because usually it's just one, maybe two people. But this is pretty cool. Gets you all crammed in one little room like that. Captain America's in the band too.
Oh yeah.
And the door to the closet's open, so any of the skeletons can just fall right out.
Yeah.
It all works out great. I'm very happy to have you guys here. The video to Lawn Care is why I'm reaching out, because personally, it's my favorite video that has been submitted as far as metal videos for sure, and also my favorite song. As you know, Dead Beyond Fear. Those guys are awesome.
Yeah, they're good buddies of ours. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And I really liked how on your website you actually promote their album, which is cool, because you expect someone like, hey, this is my band's website, and also check out this band over here too. That doesn't happen that often, as far as I know.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah. Questions, not just statements. Okay. Why don't you talk about doing that music video and the process and how much fun it looked like you guys had?
it was a long process. It was like 3 failed attempts to do the music video. Strange has this whole idea built in his head and this vision that we tried to help come to fruition, and like 3 times it failed. 2 or 3 times it failed, and then we finally managed to have the cards align, the stars align, and we got it done. It was pretty awesome. It was shot by Joel Parker. He's a videographer here in London.
Very cool. Yeah, I especially liked how you also did a behind the scenes video on your YouTube, so we could see that, just how difficult it was to swing those lights so they were going the opposite ways each time. And just all the petty little things that had to go into it, but made it better in the end. Yeah. All right. So you guys were at a barn. Whose barn was it? It wasn't really a barn. It was like a scary basement.
Okay, yeah. So that was Novacraft Canoe here in London.
Yeah, the footage of us playing, that was at a canoe warehouse.
Yeah.
Here in London, Novacraft Canoes.
Okay.
And we pretty much wanted to get a spot that looks like a dingy basement. So thank you for picking up on that. It's exactly what we were going for.
Well, metal has a lot of dingy basements. If you check out the second Metal Momentum episode, we're in my old dingy basement in Toronto. That was a basement right there too. You try and tell the dogs to be quiet.
Yeah, we're gonna go shut the door 1 second.
Yeah, we have dogs here.
Yeah, it's okay. I like dogs. I'm more of a cat person right here in this apartment, but I used to have dogs. My favorite dog that I ever had was a 3-legged dog named Rook. Yeah, Rook. He got hit by a car when he was 1 year old, and lived for another 15 years after that with 3 legs, missing a back leg. So that was it was pretty awesome.
Trooper.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with metal, even though
I mean that is pretty metal though.
It is pretty metal, but yeah. But we didn't eat his leg like that guy was eating people in the music video.
Yeah, that was gnarly. We ended up getting like a giant chunk of pork, like this big. It was supposed to be human, but it didn't look very human, but it was close enough. But yeah, we ended up like, maybe we can save this. Like, this is a lot of money like we spent on meat, and we didn't bring a cooler. It was stunk. Like, it was
Covered in fake blood.
Yeah.
Oh, just start a fire at that point and just do it over the fire, I guess. But yeah, actually, human meat is the closest to pork. Pork is the closest to human meat, so that's probably why you did that. You made that choice, right?
Exactly, long pig.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I knew that because my dad was a butcher, and he said that also it just got reaffirmed in the movie Gangs of New York.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, right. So you guys met at the London Forest City Fanshawe College's Music Industry Arts Program. Do you want to talk about that at all?
Yeah, so Music Industry Arts is an awesome program at Fanshawe College. We went there to learn production, audio engineering, all the ins and outs of the industry, music business, all that stuff. And that's where we all met and formed the band. That's where it all started.
Amazing. Yeah, because you guys are pretty new and everything, and the sound quality on those songs is fantastic. So whoever did that, good on you.
That's a big old Thomas Ireland from Ice House Studios. He does a lot of the local stuff around here. He did Blood of Christ. He did Terror Horse back in the day, I think. Yeah, he's out in Godrich out that way, and yeah, he just does great work, and he's also really, really easy going and fun to work with, which is the opposite of me. I'm very stressy. So
yeah, he did an awesome job on our Weathered and Lost album, and we're going to be working with him again for our upcoming one too.
Yeah.
I hope it gets on vinyl so I can put it up in the frames one day, because as you know, what are you saying?
Yeah. We entered a competition for that and we didn't win it, but
darn.
if we did win it, we could have got 500 copies on vinyl.
Well, if I was voting, you would have won. Because here at Mental Health, I like to try to make the backgrounds as personable to the interview as possible. So because you don't have any vinyl, I had to get you to choose vinyl that I already had. And I saw that you opened for Skeleton Witch, so I assume that's why you chose them.
Yeah, for sure. That was probably our biggest show, when we were first starting out.
Me and Steve weren't in the band yet.
No.
It was old Kavara.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. But either way, those guys put on a great show, so that was probably amazing for you guys. Yeah.
One of our favorite bands, so it was so cool to open for them and meet them. Awesome dudes.
Awesome. And then obviously Death, Sound of Perseverance. What can you not say about Chuck, right?
Yeah.
I actually I got the Sound of Perseverance logo more than the older ones on there. So
okay,
that's sick.
that is pretty
beauty.
dope.
Awesome.
So I'm a fan if I put it onto my skin. So yeah,
that's permanent.
Some people they don't like the later albums, but I love them all. So,
yeah. Admittedly, I'm just starting to get into Death, to be honest. I kind of slept on them, and I knew I shouldn't have, but it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah,
Mike is really big into them.
Yeah.
Same. Me too.
Awesome. And I see you're wearing a Lamb of God shirt. I want to be controversial a bit and say, what do you think of the new album? Because personally, I haven't really listened to it much, because I got into Lamb of God in 2004 before Ashes of the Wake came out, and no one in the 2000s was really listening to Lamb of God for any other reason than Chris Adler. And then after he got kicked out to call the band the self-titled Lamb of God album, I thought that was a dick move. And, I didn't really appreciate what those guys did. But
I haven't even listened to it.
Yeah.
I do like their newer stuff, but nothing beats Ashes the Wake, As the Palaces Burn, Sacrament. That's my favorite era. Wrath.
Actually, I used to see Wrath, but up the first 6 albums, including the Burn the Priest, that's what came out in that Hourglass box set, and that's perfect for me. That's good enough,
New American Gospel.
From there, I wasn't a huge fan. But
I liked a couple songs on Sturm und Drang.
yeah, there was a couple. I actually listened to that album the other day at work, and there are definitely a couple good songs, but not like the old days, that's for sure.
Yeah,
But
and that other, I can't remember the album in between Wrath and Sturm und Drang. I think it's like Desolation or Resolution. I like that album a lot more than Sturm und Drang, but once they started going in with like the singing stuff, I don't know. I like singing. That's not in my metal. I keep my singing and my metal separate.
yeah. Like not everyone is like to have kind of get into metalcore at that point,
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. If you're a metalcore band, that's great. But like, if you're I don't know what to say. You can like what you want. I don't care. I just didn't like those ones. But yeah, I found it kind of rude for them to call it a self-titled album when, like, remember Philadelphia when they're going through everyone's hobbies, and like the bassist was like, oh, I like to play poker and stuff, and then when it got to Chris, it was actually just doing the band stuff, right? So it was. I'm not gonna dwell on this too much. I'm just still kind of mad.
Yeah, I was a little angry too when I found out Chris Adler wasn't in the band anymore, because he was one of my biggest influences for drumming. So it kind of sucked when I found that out.
Yeah, and even in the video Lawn Care, you're wearing a Lamb of God shirt there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's enough Lamb of God talk. Like, I'm just also a little bit bitter that the Toronto show got pushed back for a third time, because I've been waiting. It's going to be like 2 years before I actually get to see it, if it doesn't get pushed back again. And so that's a long time to be waiting. It's like my last big show was actually at the Gates here, and with Monomarth and Arch Enemy. That was a great show in Toronto. But yeah, I'm dying for a good metal show, and because it's like with my mental health, I need that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Same.
My next show was supposed to be Black Dahlia Murder. It was also supposed to be Serena's show, and then she couldn't go. So then she gave me the ticket, and then they just canceled all Canadian dates.
Yeah, no one's coming over the border.
I'm pretty upset about it. I was like, I really needed that. I really needed a win here.
Yeah, but maybe Canada, if this happens for a long time, Canada will actually pick up its own star system, because that sucks. You have to get famous in the States or anywhere else before anyone cares about you in Canada.
There's also a lot of bands right now in Canada, like Spirit Box, for example. I don't know how you feel about them. I'm not huge into them, but they're blowing up pretty big right now. And like, they can't play Canada, so they're just touring the States right now. They're a Canadian band, and they're like, yeah, I'm just going to go to the States. Same with Archspire. They're like, yeah, let's go to the States. Yeah. Because, I don't know, there's just no shows here in Canada right now for them. All the venues are closing. It's just really heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's not good for my mental health, that's for sure. Because like, after when we were talking about the one album by Lamb of God, that was when I went crazy and was diagnosed with schizophrenia and everything. So like from basically 2011, 2012 till about a year or two ago, I pretty much got out of the scene completely as far as going to shows, because I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and then I tried to be my own doctor and prescribe myself some stimulants to counteract the side effects of my meds, which is not a good idea, because I barely read books, let alone enough to be a doctor. Right. Yeah. But let's talk about some more stuff. All right. You got the album Weathered and Lost. That's pretty awesome. So when did you release that, and how long did it take you to write it and record it?
It was May 2019 we released it. Yeah, at the end of May. And then it took us quite a few years to write the material. Basically, since we released our first EP, that moment onwards, we were writing. Strange had already written Scarecrow, I think it was the first thing he wrote. Right after the EP, he started writing right away, and then Walk of Shame came next, and then
Let the Carnage Manifest.
And then Mike was just pumping out, like, Mike had some old songs that he was refining, and like we started right away, but it took us a long time to like get that to all come to fruition and like mold together into what it is now.
It won't take that long for our next album, though.
Even though
that's
is.
But it's coming along really
Yeah,
quickly,
it's going great.
and we're actually planning the next album after that
Yeah.
too. So hopefully those longer gaps between albums will shorten.
Great. Yeah, like I said, I really like this album, and you will be on a Metal Momentum. Like I filmed like 4 or 5 backlogged with Ed the Sock, Stephen Kurtzner, whatever you want there, and about like we've gone through maybe 2 of them, and one of them got basically censored on YouTube because I was reading the back of Pickup Truck. Did you guys see that?
No.
All
What,
right,
what
so
happened?
the back of this pickup truck, it said "I eat ass" in giant letters, right? And then
Oh,
you
yeah,
get
I did see
closer,
that.
yeah,
I
and you get
saw the
closer,
story
and
on that.
it has like all these anti C word. I don't want to say it because YouTube will do stuff, and
Yeah.
anti lock up. We'll say up instead of the other direction.
Yeah,
right?
okay, yeah.
Right? And then, so I was just reading that, mocking the bumper stickers, and they thought I was giving bad medical advice.
No, my goodness.
That's the point where our country's getting to right now. It's kind of scary, but yeah.
Yeah. It's where satire is kind of thrown out the window with censorship. It's kind of weird. It's a weird little dystopian. Like you can't even mock it anymore without being like YouTube.
Well, it's
being
just
like,
because
no,
they have
you're
robots. It was in the algorithm that heard the words and like, well, they must be serious. We're robots, and took it from there.
Yeah, the internet's broken now more than ever.
Yeah. So another band that I interviewed from London, they're like Solaris.
Oh yeah, Solaris. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Chris DeMello's in that, the drummer right now. Yeah.
Is it like Lucas? He's a cool guy.
I've never met Lucas. I've met a couple of them, and I've seen them play, and I've listened to their music like on my own time. But yeah.
So that's pretty
tight.
cool.
Production.
London's got a lot of good bands in it and stuff, and like, well, one of the biggest new metal bands to come out of Canada was from London. Kitty.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Actually,
You
one
guys-
of our professors from Fanshawe, he actually engineered one of the Kitty albums.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Robert
It's pretty
Nation.
cool. Rob Nation.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Yeah. All right. Is there anything you want to literally give a shout out to or talk about before we get going?
Yeah, I just want to say that we've been writing like crazy. We have like a ridiculous amount of songs written, and we're really excited to get. We're recording them at the moment, like as not as we speak, but when we're done.
This is going on the album.
Right there. But yeah, no, and we're just excited to get it out there and show you guys what we've been working on since Weathered and Lost, and yeah, and we got plans. We got big plans.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to seeing those plans become real, and so I can listen to them. And I hope you can make it out to Ottawa and do a show at Mavericks, and I'll come and I'll watch it there.
That'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
Have we played Ottawa?
No.
Not yet.
No,
We meant to.
We were going to, and then
Oh yeah.
We had like a whole tour schedule before COVID happened, and we were planning to come to Ottawa, but hopefully we can come back there.
Well, I'd appreciate it because they do have shows on the weekends here. This is mostly
Mavericks, you
local
said?
bands.
Mavericks, you said?
Yes, Mavericks. Like Mehdi, he owns Mavericks, and he owns the Coven, which is an awesome metal restaurant. Like it's a fun time. Yeah, it's a restaurant, but like they're blasting metal, and it's all metal themed. Like yeah,
That's like Doors Pub from Hamilton. That's like that kind of vibes.
Sure, I've never been to that pub.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's a Hamilton. It sounds like a Hamilton version of Mavericks in the Coven. Like it's a metal pub. So they're playing like Creator and shit downstairs, and they serve you tacos. Only tacos.
They've got a great menu, and everything on the menu is named after a band. So sometimes it's like, I kind of do want that, but I don't like that band.
and maybe one day we'll have a Kavara burger.
Yeah.
So I usually just wind up eating the club, their club, because it's like the Megadeth club, So So that's what I have a lot of the time. Or they have different poutines too, and like depending like the poutines, then it'll be the kind of poutine. Like there's a Slipknot poutine that's got pulled pork and bacon. Like I'm like, okay, well, I'm having Slipknot today, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I didn't even know this place existed. That's
pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah. Like on Thursday they had karaoke, and I did a couple songs. It was pretty awesome. It was just a great time. Yeah.
Metal karaoke, I
sang. I
assume.
Pardon me.
Metal karaoke, I assume.
The people there weren't doing metal karaoke. I did one metal song. I did Ace of Spades, but the other one I did Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith, because I brought my girlfriend. I wanted to serenade her, so I did that. I made her feel loved. Yeah, right. And then so I did that one first, actually, and then I did Ace of Spades after that. And this girl went up to my girlfriend and was like, "Is that your boyfriend?" And and she was like, "Yeah, get your hands off of him." Yeah, definitely with the finger and the head nod. Yeah.
Don't go there, girlfriend.
Exactly. Oh, good times. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys can tour and do everything you want to do and get out there, and we'll get through this dark, gloomy times.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be over soon.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for being on Mental Health. I'm a little bit sick today, so if this is a little bit short, I apologize. But my nose is running and stuff, and I'll probably just have to stay here for a while and not go anywhere or do anything, because yay. All right.
Thanks so much for having us.
Oh, like you guys you guys are awesome. Of course, I'm going to reach out. I love the music. Like, honestly, there's been a lot of music videos that have been submitted. We're over 11,000 right now. 1,100. I mean, not 1,000. Yeah, 1,100 videos have been submitted to New Music Nation already. And of all the metal ones, you guys are my favorite video.
Nice.
Thanks,
Thanks, man. We appreciate that.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm not even just saying that. If you go watch last week's interview, I never told Dead Beyond Fear that they were my favorite video. So I made fun of the fact they were in a barn and didn't have banjo breakdowns, but I did not tell them they were the best. Good guys, though. I love that interview. It was a good interview. We talked about a lot of recovery and stuff too, so that was great. But yeah.
Awesome.
There's too many of you to talk about mental health and stuff, because when there's 5 of you, then we'd have to hear your 5 stories and stuff and what's going on. So I'll just wish all 5 of you the most healthy time and stuff and things. Have a good day. Thank you for being on Mental Health.
Thank you.
This is the perfect analogy for mental health. All right? Boom, I fall. And then the jogger comes up. Oh, that happened. That happened right in front of me. Do I have to care? Looks around. Do I have to care? Oh, there's no one around. Okay, I'll just keep going.